Hi, this is Melanie Jacob with Philip Jacob and Associates. I'm excited to talk to you today about opportunities in mortgage notes. I'm going to try to share my screen. Okay, so it's been a busy month. October is a big milestone for us because we've been, since Fast Track at the end of March, we've been going at this pretty much full speed for about 6 months. So a little bit about who we are and what we've been doing. So we are note investors. Right now we are investing in mortgage notes that are first lien, non-performing notes from a single family residence, 1 to 4 units. So, well, what is a note? When I go to this actual presentation is from a real estate investment group that I presented at. And the big question that a lot of the investors had was, what is a note? So to make it very simple, a mortgage note is a promise that you make to a bank to pay back the money that you owe on a house. And typically, the mortgage note is backed by the actual house itself. So it's your promise to pay this back. Well, what we found is that there's great opportunity to invest in non-performing notes. A non-performing note is a note that people have failed to pay past 90 days. And for whatever reason, many people find themselves in this situation. And if we are able to purchase these notes at a discount, then we can potentially put the borrower keep the borrower back in the home and allow for us to renegotiate sort of a modification of the loan. So that, in a very short essence, is what a note is. So right now, Philip Jacob and Associates, my husband and I, he works a day job, but he does this on the weekends and a little bit on the evenings. And I have given up my nutrition practice to focus on this full time. So we're excited. It's been our 6-month milestone, and we had a lot of things happen in the last week. So we are a Michigan-based husband and wife team. We primarily focus on the Midwest, Michigan, Indiana, Ohio, Illinois now. We buy performing and non-performing notes for our own investment portfolios. And the good news is we have like suppliers or people who are in expert areas that help us with these types of projects. We are part of Scott Carson's mastermind group, and we have access to many of the active note investors around the country. Right now, we are in the 4th quarter of the year, and during this time, many of the banks and hedge funds are looking to move their mortgage notes off their books, especially the distressed notes, so that to balance out their books a little bit and keep them in compliance. So there's going to be a lot of opportunities over the next couple months specifically, and we're looking for venturers to join us in this real estate investing. Again, we talked about our target markets, and the process of this note investing is that we get a tape from various sources. And these sources give us these lists, and my husband is the expert number cruncher. He takes these spreadsheets, and he actually is able to use a number of algorithms and estimations, and it's called really evaluating the numbers to make sure that it would make sense for us to bid on this distressed asset. So it would have to be purchased at enough of a discount so that there'd be a good enough return for us, our investors, and also that if there had to be a loan modification, we could help the borrower out. The due diligence, so if we make a bid, it's either accepted or countered, or we don't get the bid. And a lot of times in the beginning, we were just too slow. We just didn't have the speed. And so now we're getting a lot more activity and a lot more bids accepted, and we're getting more counters, and it's very exciting and it's a little crazy. But right now we're doing a lot of what happens if you get it accepted, then you have about a week or 10 days to do a due diligence. Okay, and the due diligence is a number of activities that we heavily rely on people to help us with, and I'll talk about that in a minute. We look at back taxes, we call the utility companies, we look for liens on the property, we actually get the collateral reviewed by a lawyer, we get a title review, pro title, we order a title of the asset we're looking at, we're talking to our investors, we're finding funding. It's a very busy time and very exciting. And these are some of the people on our team. Shantae Duffy is at Madison Management, and Madison Management is a full-service servicing, certified servicing company. And so they would be the people that would reach out to the borrower, make contact with the borrower, and be like the person to collect the mortgage when it got performing again. The second guy is Franco Burrell. He is a lawyer. He and his partner are service Indiana, Ohio, Michigan, and I think a number of other states. But his expertise is really taking a look at the title and making sure the title is clean and clear. Some of our local experts here are Michael Jordan from Strategy IG. Phil and I met Mike at the mastermind meeting, and we were able to maybe September, we went over there and saw his operation in Livonia, Michigan. And very impressive. It's got a full service operation and his own servicing department, and he's expanding his office area to have an educational space. So we're looking forward to more collaborative work, and his team gives very good advice on, what areas to really to work with, especially in Detroit. Another team member is Dickie Baldwin. We met Dickie also at the Mastermind group in Dallas in August, and Dickie has so much that he can do for you. Right now, we've relied on Dickie to do BPOs, so he contacts real estate agents in other cities, and he basically trains them if they don't know how to do a good BPO, and tries to get a very accurate current pictures of the property. There's a number of other documents he can offer, as well as do a number of other services that he has. He's just a real seasoned real estate and investor with highly networked around the country. So he just sort of knows who's who and what's what. And if you just start struggling with something, he can just talk you through it or advise you on. And both Phil and I are from a non-real estate background. So we need these experts on our team to actually help us be successful. So so here's a few of the properties we've been looking at, doing due diligence on, making bids, getting it accepted, fading the bids, losing the bids. So we've learned a whole lot through this month of October. On a good news, we did get one. We closed on a deal last week, and this is a CFD in Detroit, and it's it was something we learned actually with Mike Jordan's even input of like certain areas of Detroit that are better. So we were able to look at, this is the unpaid balance of about a little over $30,000 with a monthly payment of about $300, and it turns out with our purchase price of $14,000, we were able to make, if we reinstate the loan or modify the loan, get her back on track, we were able to have a return in our investment about 25% over a year. So this is a really exciting, and it was a big milestone for us. This week, starting up in November, I'm heading out to Dallas again. Must be where everything is happening this year. There's going to be a Note Expo, and it will be attended by, I think, nearly 500 people who do exactly this. They invest in notes, whether they do it directly like we do, or they do it indirectly through investing in property, investing through their resources. You know, we would love to venture with you. If you're looking to utilize your self-directed IRA, we can help match you with the right investment to give you some really good returns on your capital, and without the day-to-day involvement. We get to do all that. So how to contact us? Obviously, email is the best way, noteworthydeal@gmail.com. We have a line too. We also have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. And I'm looking forward to getting to know you, building relationships, networking, and especially looking for partners in this real estate journey. Thanks a lot, and this is Melanie Jacob at Philip Jacob and Associates, and please reach out to us at noteworthydeal@gmail.com.